Hi everyone,
I hope you're all doing well,
this is Zayd.
and I welcome you to Thrones of Knowledge.
Today's journey is about a device that silently changed kitchens around the globe. It's fast, it's efficient, and it heats your food in seconds.
Yes, we're talking about...
The microwave oven. You might know how to use it, but have you ever wondered,
how it actually came into existence.
was it a planned invention or just a brilliant accident? Let's rewind the clock to World War II. At that time, scientists were developing radar technology to detect enemy aircraft. One of the leading companies in this field was Raytheon.
A defense contractor in the United States.
Now enter a man named Percy Spencer. He wasn't a university graduate, just a self-taught engineer working on magnetrons, which are vacuum tubes used in radar systems. One day in 1945, while testing a magnetron, Spencer noticed something odd. The chocolate bar in his pocket had melted. There was no heat source nearby, just the magnetron. His curiosity kicked in. Next, he placed popcorn kernels near the device. They popped instantly. Then he tried an egg, which exploded dramatically. He realized these high-frequency microwaves were capable of heating food from the inside. This was revolutionary. Up to that point, no one had used electromagnetic waves to cook. Spencer quickly built a box to contain the waves and cook food safely. This prototype became the first microwave oven. Raytheon patented the idea and in 1947 released the first commercial version, the Radarange.
But here's what many don't know.
It was massive. It stood nearly 6 feet tall, weighed over 300 kilograms, and cost more than $5,000, which would be nearly $60,000 today. And it wasn't just big, it needed water pipes for cooling. These machines were installed
In commercial kitchens,
ocean liners, and military facilities. It would take decades before the microwave became something an average family could own. Before we move to our today, I want to say that this channel is user-friendly, no offensive content.
no misinformation.
We explain things with respect, curiosity, and authenticity. The Radarange may have been impressive, but it was far from practical for everyday people. Most kitchens couldn't fit one. Even if they could, almost no one could afford it. So for nearly 20 years, microwave ovens were mostly used in hospitals, military bases,
And large restaurants.
but technology like curiosity keeps evolving. By the 1960s, a shift began. Raytheon acquired a home appliance company, Amana Refrigeration, and in 1967 they launched a more compact model called the Amana Radarange. This version was smaller, used air cooling instead of plumbing, and plugged into a wall socket.
It still wasn't cheap.
Around $495, equal to over $4,000 today, but it was finally within reach for upper-middle-class families.
One surprising thing.
Microwave ovens first caught on in Japan before the US. In the late 1960s, Sharp Corporation began producing affordable microwaves with touchpad controls,
A world first.
Meanwhile, in America, acceptance was slow. People feared the term radiation, confusing microwaves with nuclear dangers. Myths began to spread. Some said microwaves changed food molecules. Others believed they leaked harmful rays. But studies showed microwaves were non-ionizing, meaning they couldn't alter atoms or DNA. To win public trust, companies launched demonstration shows in malls. They'd cook full meals in front of crowds, boil water in seconds,
And even bake cakes.
using only a microwave. By 1975, microwave sales in the US had finally overtaken gas ranges.
Another factor.
The rise of frozen dinners, microwaves and TV dinners were a match made in convenience. People didn't want to wait 40 minutes for the oven to heat leftovers. They wanted food hot and fast. Add to that the oil crisis of the 1970s, when energy-saving appliances became more desirable. The microwave used less power than a full-sized oven.
And took a fraction of the time.
All these small steps led to a major leap. By the 1980s, microwaves were no longer luxuries. They became symbols of modern living. By the 1980s, microwaves had become a familiar sight in households. But even as sales soared, confusion about how they worked remained widespread. People had no idea what was happening inside that box. So let's clear the air. A microwave oven doesn't heat food by applying fire or hot air. Instead, it generates microwaves, a form of electromagnetic radiation, just like radio waves, but with shorter wavelengths. Inside every microwave oven is a key component, the magnetron. This device converts electricity into high-frequency microwaves. Those waves bounce around inside the metal oven cavity
until they strike the food.
Here's the fascinating part. Microwaves specifically target water molecules. Water molecules are polar. They have one positive end and one negative end. Microwaves force these molecules to rapidly rotate back and forth,
millions of times per second.
This movement creates friction, and friction produces heat. That's why foods with more moisture heat up faster. Dry foods don't cook well, unless placed alongside water-rich items. Now here's something even more surprising. Microwaves don't cook food from the inside out,
as many people believe.
In truth, they heat food from the outside layers inward. The confusion came because microwaves penetrate deeper than surface heat, but still don't reach the true core of thick or dense items. That's why leftovers sometimes feel hot outside, but cold in the center. And about the metal myth.
No, not all metal causes sparks.
Flat metal surfaces, like the interior walls of the oven, are fine. It's sharp metal edges, like twisted aluminum foil or forks, that reflect microwaves unevenly and create dangerous arcing, the sparks people often fear. In fact, microwave-safe metal racks are used in many models to allow multi-level heating.
Another hidden detail?
The turntable. It wasn't included in early models. Microwaves often had hot spot and cold zones. So engineers introduced turntables to rotate food evenly through the wave field.
Also, many don't realize
microwave energy drops instantly.
Once the door opens,
there's no radiation left behind. The oven doesn't make anything radioactive. These are all confirmed by the FDA, MIT, and NASA studies
spanning decades.
Even space missions have relied on microwave principles.
Not for food,
but for moisture detection on distant planets. So the next time you reheat tea, you're actually using refined wartime tech, molecular physics, and a bit of space-age science all at once. By the 1990s, the microwave oven had achieved what few inventions ever do:
universal acceptance.
It wasn't just a kitchen gadget anymore. It was a cultural icon. Think about it. Entire food industries emerged because of the microwave, from popcorn bags to mug cakes to microwave-safe plastic containers. Entire aisles of supermarkets changed. College dorms,
office break rooms,
and even hospitals adapted daily life around microwave convenience. But the innovation didn't stop there. Microwave tech continued to evolve. Inverter microwaves were introduced, allowing more precise power control instead of pulsing full power on and off. Then came sensor cooking, where humidity sensors helped adjust cook time and temperature automatically. Today, modern microwaves can grill, steam, and even bake. They include smart features, touchscreens, voice control, and integration with Wi-Fi and home assistants. And beyond food, microwaves play a role in communications, astronomy, weather forecasting, and even medical treatment. But perhaps the most underappreciated legacy
of the microwave oven
is how it quietly shifted human behavior. It taught us to value speed, to accept shortcuts, and to embrace technology as part of everyday life. And though it began as a military tool, the microwave became something profoundly domestic, a partner in busy homes, a helper to students, a lifesaver for late-night snacks. It's rare to find a machine born from war, that went on to heat baby bottles, warm comfort food, and save time for families across the planet. That's why the microwave oven
Is not just an invention.
It's a quiet revolution sitting on the counter. All the information we provide comes from verified historical sources, including books, records, and archaeology. Some of the key references for this episode include Radar from the First Microwaves to the Microwave Oven by Lawrence J. Severy, Raytheon Historical Archives, National Museum of American History Microwave Exhibit, NASA, Scientific and Technical Reports on Microwave Use in Satellites, U.S. Food and Drug Administration FDA Safety Reports on Microwave Ovens, Sharp Corporation, Design and Engineering Documents, 1970-1990. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Thrones of Knowledge. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified on time. Suggest our next topic in the comment section to help make our journey even better.